I think it was probably plural, actually.
One set, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the winner of that, they gave it away, and there was a winner.
Yeah.
And her name
We
is
have a winner.
Patty Chun, and she had an interesting quote. She was quoted as saying, before that contest, Lord, either make me satisfied the way I am or do something about it. And this is what he did, she says.
He made her the ninth caller, I guess.
Uh-huh.
She prayed about, and this was the best one. A literary agent was urging Donna Rice to, quote, get her story on record so it won't end up confused like Chappaquiddick. Donna Rice responded, like what?
Uh-huh.
Like what? Okay, that's amazing. I wouldn't think she'd be like that.
What a pair, Donna Rice and a literary agent.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Kind of a conflict of interest there, I think.
Yeah, be like if Bubba Joe got a talent agent.
That's right, yeah. So, and speaking of him, where'd he go?
I don't know. I'll go look for it.
All right. No, you got to do traffic. I'll go look for him.
You go look for him.
Why even look for him? It's 7:53.
You look for him, you get ready for traffic, and I'll tell you, we got the forecast coming up. It's 64 degrees at O'Hare, 67 along the lakefront. Good morning. I'm Karen Hand, sponsored by the CTA. Michael, what's going on in traffic?
Real normal this morning. 35 minutes on the Edens, Lake Cook to Montrose, 35, 23 from Dempster. The Kennedy, 45 minutes O'Hare to downtown, 20 from the junction, 12 in the express. Scattered delays in those express lanes. The Ike, 42 minutes, 30 from Manheim. The Stevenson, 57 minutes, Tri-State to Lakeshore Drive, 45 from Harlem. The Ryan, 43 minutes, 95th to downtown. The locals hitting the brakes at 59th. There's an accident mixed in at 47th. Northbound Drive, 17 minutes, southbound 10. The Tri-State, 28 minutes, I-55 to I-90. The Northwest Tollway, 15 minutes, Route 53 to the Kennedy. The East-West Tollway, 27 minutes, Route 59 to the Ike. Each stop and go around Naperville Road and again approaching the Tri-State Ramp. And in Evanston at Church and Brown, there's a wreck to avoid. It's 7:54 on B96.
Doesn't look like the governor's going to get the tax hike he wants, at least not in this session of the General Assembly. Even lawmakers who usually side with the Gov say their constituents just don't like it, so they can't support it. The Gov hasn't given up hope, though. He says he'll try to get the taxes he wants, even if he has to wait till the next session of the General Assembly. Dramatic presentation at the International AIDS Conference yesterday. A French researcher told more than 6,000 scientists that a year ago he came up with a potential AIDS vaccine and used human volunteers for the testing, including himself.
It is now too premature to discuss the clinical benefits obtained in these patients, but it should be stressed, however, that none of them showed any deterioration on their clinical and immunological status up to now.
Dr. Daniel Zaguri says he's very hopeful that this vaccine can be used around the world. A new ABC Washington Post survey shows 90% of us support President Reagan's proposal for testing immigrants for AIDS. The majority also wants to test high-risk groups and couples about to be married. But medical experts warn there may not be enough qualified labs to handle such a national testing program. There's another new anti-AIDS card you can carry around in Chicago. It's called the CARE card, and it shows whether or not you've been exposed to the AIDS antibody. Dr. Applebaum talks about the use for this card.
CARE card and the information on CARE card is once again information to be used. It is part of the decision making that is careful and responsible behavior.
CARE card distributors say they're different from most clubs trying to stop the spread of AIDS because they don't keep records of their members. The test results are kept secret between doctor and patient. A Pentagon investigating team just back from Iraq is briefing members of the Senate on what they learned about the Iraqi missile attack on the USS Stark. Senator Strom Thurmond says it still seems the attack was a case of mistaken identity.
I think the pilot meant to fire on this particular ship because he thought it was an Iranian ship. And after he got back, I think he says, I got a big one.
And, of course, 37 American sailors died in that attack. The owner of the Riviera Club in Uptown says police are questioning 2 former employees now and a current employee in connection with a robbery last weekend where 3 men stole $35,000, raped 2 women, and held 15 other people hostage. An arrest warrant is out now for former employee Juan Fernandez. That tragic fire in one Illinois center that took the life of executive Nancy Clay might have had a happier ending if communication had been better between firefighters and dispatchers. At least that's the conclusion from an exclusive Channel 2 story. Apparently the firefighters were just feet away from the office where Nancy Clay was suffocating. But instead of going into that office, they turned left and went down another hallway. And then firefighters checked in with the dispatcher once again.
I just talked to a fireman. He said it's going real good up there. What about that woman? Does anybody know anything about her?
Police wanted to know why the dispatcher didn't get a phone number for the office Nancy Clay called from. They said she was too panicked and hung up on him. The tapes of conversations show no one at 911 ever told Ms. Clay to stay on the line till they got help to her. Firefighters are still out at that Polk Brothers store in Melrose Park, and they could be there all day again today with an aerial ladder to shoot water at spot fires in the rubble. No word yet from Polk Brothers on whether or not that store is going to be rebuilt. Some bummed Billy Idol fans will be getting their money back today for last night's show in New York. That concert was canceled, not by Billy Idol. Madison Square Garden canceled it because of a possible asbestos problem. Some of the fans say they'd rather see last night's show canceled, rescheduled.
I guess I'll get my refund, but I want to find out if they're going to have it or not.
I'm disappointed. We were looking forward to this concert, but I'm just surprised. Madison Square Garden usually has a pretty good record of putting something on.
About 20,000 fans bought tickets for that show. It's 7:58, sports and weather coming up.
River Road is next stop, River Road. Honey, isn't this better?
Oh, yes, Blue Eyes. The CTA train from O'Hare sure beats that traffic jam out there on the Kennedy Expressway.
See, I told you it was better on the CTA.
Whoa, what do you mean you told me? I told you. Remember, Pumpkin? It takes only 35 minutes from O'Hare to downtown.
Okay. So you discovered this train while we were stuck in traffic and sniffing diesel fumes on the way out here. What, didn't I suggest that we take it on the way back so we could avoid all the aggravation of driving?
That's right, you sure did. By the way, Sweet Cheeks, when are you going back to the airport, pay for the parking, and pick up our car?
Parking? The car?
Remember?
I knew there was something I forgot. Quick, convenient, and inexpensive. CTA's rail service to O'Hare. It's simply good business. Only minutes away every day. Downtown, catch the train in the Dearborn subway. At O'Hare, catch the train under Terminal 4.
B96 Sports, great day for baseball in Chicago. Both our teams won. Cubbies whopped the Astros 13-2. White Sox beat the Rangers 15-5. Now, wouldn't it have been nice if they'd have saved some of those runs or spread out some of those runs through the last couple of days? Cubs play Houston again today. Sox stay in Texas for another game tonight. And in the first game of the NBA, the Lakers won it. Beat the Celtics 126-113. Game 2 is tomorrow night in L.A. B96 weather, partly sunny and drier today. Good chance of rain by tonight and a high around 77. Fair tonight with a low around 50. Now the humidity 78%. It's 64 degrees at O'Hare, 67 along the lakefront. I'm Karen Hand on WBBM-FM.
With Ed Volkman and Mike Elston coming up in just a few minutes, we have a GTE Sigma 200 phone to give away in the morning.
Gee.
But no GTE.
Oh.
Yeah. In the morning music mystery mega mind boggler, so hang on for that. Has anybody seen Bubba Joe's around here somewhere?
Bubba.
Hey, Bubba Joe.
I thought you went to find him.
I'm here, man. I
There he
was
is.
just out in the hall having a little snack.
Get in,
A
yeah,
little
right. Get in.
snack, I'll bet.
Yeah,
So.
say, did I hear you guys say Vanna White was going to be in town tomorrow?
Yeah, at the Crocs and Brentano
Signing autographs, yeah.
Wabash at noon tomorrow, I guess.
Oh, man, I'm going to have to go see her. I got a special outfit I'm going to wear.
Oh, yeah? What kind of outfit?
Yeah, I'm just going in my alphabet underwear. What happens.
Okay, thank you, Bubba Joe.
Go in his Care Bear shorts.